Welcome, boys and girls and gamers of all ages, to Hawkdancer's Gaming. Today we are in Night 4 of Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. Let's get started, shall we? We gotta go back to LA and report to the Prince. I wonder if that bottle of blood is still that blood pack. Yep. That'd make a great trap for a hunter to use against a vampire. Hello, dog, get out of the way. I was reading somewhere, well, that this guy is Kane. Could be. Sure, why not? I'm trying to do a little something at the same time. Where is this stupid hole? Well, I'll have to figure that out later. Alright, let's go report to LaCroix.
Look familiar, Chief. We haven't met before, have we? Oh, yeah, back in Santa Monica, right? Whew, I don't know what came over me back there, but now I got this sweet night shift position, and I'm happy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, enough about my lucky break.
We haven't run into each other.
One of the bigwigs, Chief?
Yeah, I'm here to see LaCroix.
Would that be Sebastian LaCroix of the LaCroix Foundation, or Dwayne LaCroix of Insurrection Baby Formula Company?
Huh, Sebastian. What do you think, genius?
Okay then. Mr. LaCroix, he told me to expect someone fitting your description sometime tonight. You go right on up.
Thanks.
Yeah, you have a good power meeting, or whatever it is you types do up there. Do you need any security? Well, you just ring the front desk and ask for Officer Chunk. That's me, in case you were wondering.
Did you say Chunk?
Yeah, I get that all the time. The name goes back to my football days. Actually, my fantasy football days at the station. Stationarium. That was this office supply outlet mall I used to watch. Hey, you kids! No skating in the parking lot! That was me.
Yeah, right. Be seeing you, Chunk. I wonder. I know that there is a stairway. There's always a stairway to the basement there, Camp. Okay, I guess you could if you were a Nosferatu. Penthouse. It ain't the prince and the monkey.
There you are. I was informed of your presence in the building. Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse. This is correct, yes?
Yeah, that is about right. Wrong button.
Most excellent. I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments to your progress on account of my personnel.
No, not at all. Santa Monica Canyon were a little two-faced, though.
A taste of what's to come. You have no idea. You've done well, circumstances being what they were. I will admit, not many in your position would have overcome such a trial. But don't misunderstand me. It was no fool's errand. You may yet prove to be a genuine asset. It's a bit disturbing, the lack of talent within this organization as of late. Tell me, what would you say to doing a bit of reconnaissance for me?
Yeah, I guess. Might be fun.
There have been whispers, rumors spreading around the kindred community concerning the Elizabeth Dane, the cargo ship that was towed into port recently. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, go on.
The police are investigating the Dane as we speak. Even the Nosferatu have little information on what's been found. However, the reason the ship has caused such speculation is because it was transporting an object called the Ankaran sarcophagus. Now, I'm not one to predicate a decision based on conjecture, so what I need is fact. And more importantly, I need evidence that the occurrences on the Dane were not supernatural in nature, and in no way relate to this Ankaran sarcophagus.
What do you need me to do, boss?
You have 3 objectives. 1. I want you to examine the sarcophagus for anything unusual. You may sense something peculiar about the sarcophagus. In fact, many kindred in the city have reported an uneasiness in the air since the Dane's arrival. Do not, under any circumstances, open the Ankaran sarcophagus. Secondly, the police have begun their investigation. Find out what they have concluded thus far. Thirdly, take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying. The last thing we want is police aware of our existence, so be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences. Is this understood?
Yeah, sure thing, boss.
Good. Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez earlier. The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say?
He asked me to visit him at the last round tonight.
I see. Then, you should go humor the by-the-numbers rhetoric he's so desperately aching to spew. Oh, please, before the chance of fascist oppressor from that dive of theirs clog the air and choke the local kine.
I'll go see him right away there, boss.
Give the Anarch community my regards.
Roger that. Whatever. See you later. Button. Alright, see you later, chunk. Best go check with the... This is gonna drive me nuts until I get it on there. Get in there. Wrong button. No. That's where it goes, but it won't go in. Alright, now I'm gonna start slinging shit in a minute. I'm gonna help put it in there backwards. I'm having trouble with a laptop that doesn't want to. Alright, first things first, let's go see the Regent. And that's not the way. I think the Regent's right down here. Yep, right here. Hold on, that door open? Nope. There's one in here with the library. There it is. Whoa, get in the door. Go on, there we go. Terminological book. Let's read it, shall we? Okay. Well, little piece of where is the door? There it is. The homunculi. There was a case where a wizard or a mage created two in a small bottle. As long as they were in that bottle, they could live almost forever. But they slowly died. I think one of the bottle broke.
Received my invitation. I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
Well, thank you. I got it. I'm assuming you are?
Strauss. Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
Thanks. What is this place? What's a chantry?
Ah, yes. Forgive me. I forget that you are not embraced within the pyramid. We share the same blood, you and I, but there is much you have yet to learn about our clan.
You're of the Tremere clan?
Yes. This new life in which you find yourself undoubtedly seems strange. I'm sure you have many questions, young one. I will answer those which I am able.
Well, thank you. What do you mean when you said embraced within the pyramid?
The pyramid is the social structure of our clan, with each level of advancement watched over by the next. There are apprentices here at the chantry who are my charges, and I have a lord who watches over me and other local regents, and so on. In most cases, Tremere are very selective about who they embrace and how it is done. There are traditions and laws that we adhere to, so the circumstances of your embrace were, let us say, unconventional. Therefore, you are outside the pyramid.
See, can I get inside the pyramid, be an apprentice?
Such things are possible, young one, but you would have to prove your worth to the clan before it would even be a consideration. Tremere guard their secrets well. Perhaps it is something we will speak of later.
See, tell me what's a chantry anyway?
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
Cool, and you're a regent. What's that?
A regent is the leader of a chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan.
Okay, I'm new, Max. What's the word on the street?
Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well.
Okay, I appreciate the advice.
As for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic.
Yeah? Why? What's going on?
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
Interesting.
Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
Maybe I could look into the epidemic for you, my boss.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
I'll do it. We'll figure out what you owe me when I return.
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
I'll remember that. I have a few more questions for you.
What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Camarilla.
The Camarilla? It is merely a kindred sect that exists to protect its members from the outside world. There are specific codes of behavior that we abide by in order to ensure the continuance of our species. It is nothing more and nothing less.
Right. I got a few more questions if you don't mind.
Surely. What else would you like to know?
Are all vampires part of the Camarilla?
No. There are many independent clans who are not aligned with the Camarilla. And the Sabbat is another sect of various vampire clans whose beliefs are very different than our own. Unsavory sorts, to say the least. I understand you have already run afoul of them.
Yeah, twice. Good thing Nines Rodriguez was there to give me a hand.
Ah, yes. The infamous Mr. Rodriguez. I understand you owe him your life twice now. Had he not intervened, the prince would have surely had that hound of his separate your head from your shoulders.
You're probably right.
In any case, it's a shame that Rodriguez cannot see the wisdom of the Camarilla. He would make a powerful ally. As it is, he is a significant thorn in LaCroix's side, which serves my purposes just the same.
Well now, your purpose, aren't your purpose the princess the same?
LaCroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that. Even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate as he's already proven himself to be, But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power.
It's all right. You can trust me. What's your true opinion of him?
Well, without saying too much, I think that Sebastian LaCroix lacks the usual discretion necessary to be a prince. I see in him a lust for power that overshadows his responsibility to the Camarilla.
Really? Perhaps you think... I think you... Whatever.
No, young one. I aspire not to such lowly heights. My only interests are those of my clan and the Camarilla.
In that order.
You will do well in this new life, young one. That I can see already.
Well, thank you. A few more questions about the Camarilla, if you don't mind, Max.
Surely. What else would you like to know?
Why aren't the Anarchs in the Camarilla?
No.
Wrong button.
There are many independent clans who are not aligned with the Camarilla. And the Sabbat is another sect of various vampire clans whose beliefs are very different than our own. Unsavory sorts, to say the least. I understand you have already run afoul of them.
I'd like to ask you 4 more questions. Darn it. Wrong button again. Here.
Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance?
You have a few minutes to talk to me.
Of course.
I have a few questions for you, if you don't mind.
What is it you would like to know?
I have a few questions on the Camarilla. Gotta go through all that again.
What else would you like to know?
What do you think about Prince LaCroix? I already asked that, but we'll ask it again. What do you think about Prince LaCroix?
LaCroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that. Even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate
Rewind.
as he's already proven himself to be, But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power.
It's alright, you can trust me.
Well, without saying too much, I think that Sebastian Lacroix lacks the usual discretion necessary to be a prince. I see in him a lust for power that overshadows his responsibility to the Camarilla.
Perhaps you think you'd do a better job?
No, young one. I aspire not to such lowly heights. My only interests are those of my clan and the Camarilla.
In that order.
You will do well in this new life, young one. That I can see already.
I hope so. A few more questions about the Camarilla.
Surely. What else would you like to know?
Well, I don't want to repeat that too. Why aren't the Anarchs?
The Anarchs feel that they don't need the structure and discipline of the Camarilla. I feel that they pose a threat, both to those loyal to the Camarilla and to themselves. Most are mere children and need our guidance.
Interesting observation. I have a few more questions for you about the Camarilla.
Surely. What else would you like to know?
It's all the...
Lacroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrua. On top of that, even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate...
Here we go
as he's
again.
already proven
Third time
himself to be,
round.
But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power.
I think your words betray disloyalty.
I'm sorry you think so. Perhaps we have nothing further to speak of.
Big mistake, that. Wait.
A wise choice, neonate. It is always better to listen and learn than to act with brazen recklessness. Perhaps you might be a useful ally after all.
That's always cool. Can I ask you a few more questions? I asked you. Alright, one.
What is it you would like to know?
Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
I have a question for you.
What is it you would like to know?
This is going to turn into... Yeah, it sure is. Let's just say I'm out of here. Okay. That was a waste of time and space. Now if you go this way, you're gonna... There it is. Magic doorways, folks. Alright. We gotta go talk to, oh, ain't you a dandy? Damsel. I hate it when that happens. Magical stairway. Whoop.
Host the child, Camarilla Benevolence. What errand does the prince have you running today?
Funny, is Nine Rodriguez around?
None is expected. Have some manners and don't wear out your weapon. I'm scared. I'll be the one showing your actions to the world.
Act up? You're the one that act up.
So then go on up and see it. You're free to do as you please here.
Yeah, right. I don't think I was asking permission.
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me.
Yeah, okay, go on.
You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schools, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. What works out to is this. Only a few people at the top have any real power.
Okay, isn't the prince the leader?
LaCroix? Shit. LaCroix's just the guy who backstabbed and wheeled and dealed his way into becoming king son of a bitch of all the local Camarilla. Him and any of the traitors that sided with the Cam want power here, they'll get what's due.
Aren't you part of the Camarilla?
Them's fighting words, Liberty. But you're young and stupid, so I won't make an example out of you. See, the Camarilla claims all of us are members, even if we don't want to be, which is, of course, the biggest little horseshit a man ever heard.
So, what's it all about? What are you about?
I learned the way of this world during the Depression. A bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite to keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch-free state.
Anarch-free state. An anarch-free state. What is that got to do with the
The Camarilla was
price
kicked out on
of
the
tea in
ranch a long time
China?
ago. We, the anarchs, didn't want to play their politics. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left. No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
Have you tried meeting with the Camarilla?
I got their meeting right here.
Not a fan of the prince, huh?
LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs is in an urn.
Sounds like you're the prince of the anarchs, or a wannabe prince.
No such thing. And again, newbie, don't throw those kind of words around lightly. You're risking a beatdown. I fought to keep LA free since I was embraced. A long time later, I'm one of the only ones left that hasn't bid or switched sides. The most veteran soul on the valley.
One more question. Any advice you can give me?
Here's what I tell all the new blood. 1, you get careless, that blood will make you into a monster. But you rampage around here, you get put down. 2, don't kill when you feed. No reason to. In this city, there's lots of ways to slake the beast without leaving a trail of dead. 3, the Camarilla's full of shit. 4, watch your back, always. And lastly, learn how to fight. Because a speech ain't gonna save your ass when you're staring down the barrel of a shotgun.
Can you teach me to fight?
You probably already know the basics, so anything I show you is gonna take a while, and I'll need it elsewhere.
Thanks for your help, Nance.
LA's the school of hard knocks, so keep your friends close and your enemies in a barbecue pit. Once you square things with LaCroix, don't give that son of a bitch the time of night. I got my eye on you, kid.
Yeah. Well. Hello, Jack.
Well, looky who made it back in one piece. How's Santa Monica, kiddo?
Yeah, I didn't get to do much sightseeing, that's for sure.
I can't imagine you did. I'll be too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with a week of seniority over you, am I right?
You could say that, yeah.
That's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive. Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You say that's just me?
Yeah, politics.
Politics. The stuff that makes the rich get richer, keeps the powerful in power. Look at why you're out in Santa Monica in the first place. Because Prince LaCroix said so.
You don't follow his rules, do you, Jack?
Kid, I never answered to no man in life. Now I sure as shit ain't taking orders from a vampire with a suit and a funny name. And when I die again, the devil's gonna have to cut me a deal if he wants my ass. Besides, I never trust anybody with an X in their name.
An X. Why did the prince send me to Santa Monica?
Because he never thought you'd make it back. If Nines didn't stand up to you in the courtroom, you would have been toast right there and then. Everybody knows that.
I don't get it. Why did he want to kill me?
It's bullshit Camarilla law. You gotta get it approved before you sire anyone. Vampire population control, that's crap. LaCroix wanted to look like the strong leader upholding the law.
So how come I'm still standing here and not ash in somebody's ashtray?
Public relations, man. Calculated risk. Vets who are born in a boardroom. When Nines called him out, LaCroix realized it was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion.
Yeah. Public relations, are you there?
Yeah, man. It's called kicking ass and crushing the skulls of any asshole who steps on my toes. That seems to work. People dig it.
Yeah. Is LaCroix afraid of Nines? I thought he was the boss.
LaCroix is the boss of Camarilla in L.A. That's it. LaCroix is the boss. That's rich.
Yeah. So you're not part of the Camarilla, are you, Jack?
The free living dead, kiddo. A lot of people like to use the label anarchs. Well, that anarchs. Doesn't have a kick to them, huh?
Tell me about the Anarchs.
That's us, so I'm told. What do you want to know?
How long has the Anarch movement existed?
Yeah, I could tell you about the history of the movement, about our struggle. What's any of that shit mean, anyway? Do we want to sit through history class here?
What's it all about, then?
I'm no scholar, kid, but I've been around. Seen more and done more than most vampires ever will. I don't know that our situation's ever gonna be easy, but some things you gotta decide are worth fighting for.
How can you win, though? It seems a bit overpowering.
Fight harder than the other son of a bitch. Every time I yank a jawbone from a skull and ram it in an eye socket, I know I'm building a better future.
Well, for you, anyway. Does Nine share your vision, Jack?
You bet, kid.
Is he in charge here?
As much as anyone is. Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes the politics a little too seriously, though. Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain's wired to that shit.
What about the rest of Nine's crew?
Yeah, I'm not sure the story on most of them. Nines crew.
What clan are you, anyway, Jack?
Bruja. Most everyone here has Bruja blood.
I got a few more questions, but I'm gonna have to split. Nah, I better ask my questions while I
Moving
can.
right along.
Okay, we're gonna talk about
What's
something
on your
else.
mind?
Nah, I better split. Talk to you later, Jack.
What's up?
None of this makes any sense to me, man.
You gotta understand, Andrew. You're carrying a 6,000-year curse in your blood. No matter how powerful it makes you feel,
Yeah, curse? Really?
that blood is a tangle of chains that's gonna leave you bound in servitude the rest of your existence.
Hell, why do you say that?
Your elders command the blood. They control the blood, and the blood listens. You'll never even hear their call. But the blood will.
How can I break free?
That shit stretches all the way back to King. Nothing you can do. Some ancient sleeping in a tomb half the world away has a bad dream, and you won't feel that shit. Like it or not.
Like it or not. Who's Cain? You're not talking about the Bible Cain, are you?
Cain, father of all vampires, killed his brother Abel and was cursed by God to walk eternity feeding on the blood of his children. Something they shouldn't.
You don't really believe that, do you, man?
Keep your voice down. Scream real? I don't know. Not sure.
I hear you. But where are you going with all this?
The point is, with this curse pulling your strings, you really want to sign away your right to fight by joining the Camarilla?
What do you got? What does everybody got against the Camarilla?
The Camarilla just ain't necessary. Their rules is just common sense shit. Masquerading and all that. Sure, it makes sense. Like the Ten Commandments. You know the Ten Commandments, don't you?
Yeah, sure I know the Ten Commandments.
Yeah, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. Sounds good, but you and me both know that shit don't always fly. What if some society like the Camarilla comes along and just up and kills you if you break one damn commandment?
Yeah, I see your point on that.
See, we weren't meant to live like that. I followed some of these rules for 3 years in Vietnam, but it wasn't until after the embraced our history real aggression.
So the Anarchs are the way, huh? But, do you follow, Nine Rodriguez?
Anarchs, we are the only ticket to free living in the afterlife.
Hit the wrong button. Do you agree with the masquerade?
I don't need to bare my fangs to feel good about myself. Masquerade is a fruity Camarilla label. Other than that, I ain't got no problem with it. Live and let live. We got enough to worry about.
Yeah, that we do. Amen.
You know, speaking of the masquerade, I just thought of something you might be able to help us out with.
What's that?
There's this girl who's been making a lot of noise lately. She's a real pain in the ass. She's a ghoul of this one Toreador creep who disappeared.
What's her name?
Her name is Patty. She hangs out in the clubs downtown. She used to show up around here and act like she was everybody's best friend. It was all fun and games until her vampire sugar daddy stopped calling. Now she can't get her blood fixed and shit ain't so fun no more.
Why don't you just tell her that he doesn't want to see her anymore?
Man, she's been told he was dead. She don't listen. Just asks again louder. Jungle. It's gonna make a scene and get us all some real heat.
What kind of heat are you talking about, man?
Vampire hunters, man. You start doing stupid shit and breaking the masquerade, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Trust me, hunters are the kind of trouble you don't want.
Alright, so about the little problem with Patty.
She's crossed the line. Only time that mouth ain't blabbing is when it's sucking vampire blood. She's gotta disappear. Do this, and we'll keep it our little secret, you hear?
I'll do it. To behold the masquerade. Talk to you when I get done.
Alright, have fun. I'd love to do this one myself, but I know it's silent. Just let me know when it's done.
Okay. See you in a bit. See what we can find out about.
So that chased you in here, Cammy?
What are you talking about?
Heard Nine saved your ass again. You think LaCroix would have stopped counting his money long enough to get your back, Jack?
What do you mean again? Never mind, we already know what you mean by that again. I can handle myself.
What were you gonna break out, huh? Some Tybo? This ain't paintball with your jerk-off friends on the weekend, Cammy. It's the mean streets. Show some goddamn gratitude.
Did I say something to piss you off?
As long as you're a tool for some kid, you don't have to say a word to start pissing me off.
Kate, what the is your problem?
Oh, you want to know what my problem is? All right, I'll tell you what my problem is. You ready? You are my goddamn problem. Anyone who would lay it down for some cape in an ivory tower deserves what they get.
Kate.
Cape, Kitty. Camarilla elders? The ones who've been around so long they think candlelight's a clean invention? You're doing their dirty work and you don't even know it.
I make my own feet. What alternative do I have anyway?
What an alternative? Being here. That's a step in the right direction. I'm Damsel, grandmother of these mothers, and one pissed bitch since LaCroix rolled in.
The team at the Tremere Regent says that you're responsible for the local epidemic.
That goddamn blood witch told you what? He thinks we're responsible for that plague bearer? If I hadn't promised Nines I'd keep my nose clean, I'd go over right now and rip him a new wizard shoot. Magic missile casting motherfucker!
What's a plague bearer?
A plague bearer's a thing. It doesn't care who they think of. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. When you get sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak.
So, how do you get rid of one?
Seen Old Yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearer's gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
Well, the Anarchs helped me out. Where do I start? I'll give you a hint.
One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Skyline Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him.
I'll go check it out, damsel.
Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pop. So many have been dying lately that it takes the city a few days to pick up the bodies.
I'll ask around.
Hey, I heard that.
Poser. Well, they better hope the Santa Ana's blowing or they're sweating up the storm in those suits. Well, we better go take care of Patty.
I knew you'd talk to me. I swear you were all like totally drawn to me. I'm surprised I don't know you. I usually meet all the LA vampires out on the scene. Not a lot of you out tonight, which is weird, because I don't know of any parties going on.
I have no idea, Rookie. Vampire, huh? Yeah, right.
No, come on. It's totally cool. I'm Patty. Seriously, everyone knows me. Besides, I just wanted to ask you if you've seen someone.
Okay, who?
His name is Kent Allen Ryan. He's a toreador. Really good looking, dresses really well, like all Prada usually.
Yeah, I know him. I saw him recently.
You are totally awesome. Well, it just goes to show you that you don't have to dress cool or have a lot of power to be a cool person. So, where is Kent?
He went to San Diego for some business deals. He had to act fast on this one.
Oh, that is totally Kent. He's so like that. I better go find him. He needs my help to do anything. Thanks again.
Anytime. Yeah, did it again, folks. skyline. Well, folks, as the sun begins to peek over the LA horizon, we are going to search out a place to spend the day. So, have fun until tomorrow. Boys and girls, remember my motto: life is a game, don't cheat.